Hey guys, now you can follow me on Facebook. Just go to facebook.com/UltraMaximusReviews. Oh, hey, it's Spider Douche over here. Hey, you gin-soaked, slobbering, tin-can Jersey little bitch. Oh, hey, look, I got your little bitch right here, huh? Capiche? You suck. I got ya. Me. That sucked. Hello YouTube, Ultra Maximus back with another toy review, and today we're taking a look at another Avengers animated series set, and it's Iron Man with armor. Now this is a deluxe set. I've previously reviewed the Black Widow that was kind of the standard figures, and I saw this and I was like, I gotta pick it up. And I was going to get it a week or so ago, and they only had one of them and it sold out, and when I went back to pick it up, but they did get them back in at my local Walmart. So there's this set with Iron Man, and then there's a Captain America that comes with a motorcycle for these kind of deluxe, or is it deluxe? I think they call it deluxe sets. They're $15, retail $14.99, and it comes with an action figure and an accessory piece. So Cap's got his bike, Iron Man's got the armor, had to go with Iron Man. So let's go ahead and take a look at the packaging. So here we have Iron Man with armor. That makes no sense at all, but it's definitely pretty cool looking. It's got the armor accessory pieces to go over the action figure. Some cool artwork with him down there. It looks like he's got a minigun on one of the arms, which is neat. This is kind of halfway between Iron Man's normal armor and the Hulkbuster armor, which is kind of cool, kind of interesting. It's got a different iron suit, which is very cool. It's got the pointy face, which I am definitely digging, so that'll be cool for my haul of armors. And then we've got the animated series characters up here, minus Black Widow. I don't know why Black Widow's not in there. It says Marvel Avengers. We get the artwork down there. It says Iron Man. Hey, he's got armor. So there's the toy. It's in an open shell so that you can actually grab the toy. Nothing really on the side. There's an Avengers logo there. So just kind of a close-up. There's the Avengers. There's Iron Man with these pointy Optimus Prime type mask. Looking cool. Iron Man with armor. And there's the artwork. Love that artwork. I think that looks wicked cool. There's all the armor. There's the artwork of the animated characters in the back, minus Black Widow. There's Cap. Hi, Cap. Side of the package, and that's pretty much it. Back of the package here has a very tiny write-up of Iron Man. It's got the same artwork. There he is with the armor on. There is Cap with his motorcycle, and yeah, that's pretty much that. So just kind of a close-up again. So there's Iron Man in his armor, looking all kinds of cool. There's the write-up. If you want to pause and read that, you are more than welcome to. There is Cap and his motorcycle. Actually doesn't look too bad. And then there is Iron Man all armored up. So definitely pretty fun looking. I'm interested to get this out of the package, see how it is, and I'm really curious to see if I can get this to fit on one of the Legends figures. So let's go ahead and check out Iron Man and see what we think. So here we have Iron Man out of the package, and I gotta say, this is a fun toy. Thumbs up to Hasbro for this. It is amazeballs. I've been messing with this thing for the past 24 hours. I thought I really liked the Black Widow figure out of the series, but this is way better. There is only like one or two maybe minor gripes that I have, and those are nitpicky, very nitpicky. The figure itself, well painted, well sculpted, great articulation for this type of figure, and I'll show that off here in a minute. I really like the armor pieces. They're kind of a softish rubber, almost a plastic. I guess it's a plastic. It's a type of vinyl, but it's not that hard. So very nice, very cool. Fits onto this figure very well. Definitely digging it. Now the whole point to this toy is, and you know, it's kind of the more advanced figure, I guess the deluxe, they call it a deluxe, where it's got some extra play gimmick to it, which is very, very cool. I am digging it. and he basically has Hulkbuster type of armor, but it's not quite Hulkbuster. It's really kind of halfway between, in my opinion, but it's very, very cool. Now, the figure itself, this Iron Man, very nice. I like the faceplate on it, and I'll talk more about it when we do the close-ups. The joints, they're not too terribly loose, and they're not too terribly stiff. They're just right. Very cool, very nice, and articulation is amazing. So he's got a ball joint up here. He can look that far up. He looks that far down. There is no articulation in the chest. Not surprising. What is surprising is the rest of the figure. He has a hinge joint that comes out here that is also a ball and socket joint, much like a Marvel Legends. He has a single jointed elbow. However, it is very, very jointed, which is very nice, and it has a swing hinge at the elbow, which is awesome. He does not have any articulation at the wrist, which is a little unfortunate, but not too bad considering, you know, what kind of figure it is. The legs can kick up that far. They can kick that far back. But look at this. They can kick that far out, which is amazing. And then he's got a single joint at the knee, but it also has a twist, which is amazeballs. I mean, this guy has way better articulation than the Black Widow did. It's almost Marvel Legend quality. There's nothing at the ankles, unfortunately, but that's okay. Everything else, it's literally a great posing figure for, you know, the type it is. All right, so for the play gimmick, I'm going to zoom out a little bit so we can kind of get a better look here. What you do is you basically put the armor pieces onto Iron Man here, and yeah, it's not too terribly bad. I will say that the weakest point is the arms. They have to be on a particular way. Let's see here. Let me get this in here. All right, so looking on the inside, the arms have to go in like that, and you want to make sure that the wrists are clamped down in there to make sure they stay on. That is probably the most annoying bit of it. Sometimes they don't always stay on, but for the most part they do. And he's got big gorilla arms. And then boom, 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 boom. Let's put the legs on next. The feet stay on wonderfully. Definitely dig that. They pop into place really, really well. Get a nice pop out of it when they go on, which is very cool. And then you've got the upper armor piece that just slides down over the top like thus. And there he is. Now, I will say that he's got kind of a diver's dumbbell thing going on for the head, but it's not too terribly bad. It's articulated. There is no articulation up here, unfortunately, but the arms still move out and about. They lose the elbow joint, obviously, but the legs and the knees are also articulated still, which is awesome. I think this is a really fun figure, very cool. I think kids are going to have a ball with it, and yeah, I really, really like this guy. Now, for comparison, here we have the animated series Iron Man with armor next to the Marvel Legends Civil War Iron Man, and they're about the same height once he gets the full suit on, which is kind of interesting. He's probably maybe around a 5-inch figure without the armor, but kind of cool to see them side by side. Now, just to look at this guy, I'm going to take the armor off really quick and show you what he looks like side by side to the Civil War Iron Man. Alright, so here he is. Yeah, so he's about an inch shorter than Iron Man. Again, this will make, we don't have a Marvel Legends version of this armor setup, so if you're looking to complete a haul of armors, this would be good to kind of put into the background. Now, the funnest thing is you can actually get this armor set onto this Iron Man. You got to do a little bit of fandangling, but it can be done. So I'm just going to put this guy over to the side. First thing you have to do, though, is pop this head off, because it will not fit otherwise. And then you're going to have to turn the hands sideways like this, because you're going to have to wrangle the hands into the armor places. So I'm going to do the legs first. Legs, zero problems plugging into place. Blink. like thus. So the legs have zero issues. The arms, what you're going to have to do when you plug them in, you need to make sure that your hands are inside like that. So they will go into place. Let's get this guy in here. So, and then get that in there. All right, so the armor bits do fit, which is very cool, like that. And then we're going to put the head, just slide that over the top, and there he is. Dun dun dun. It actually doesn't look too terribly bad. I like it. It kind of beefs it up a little bit. It's kind of fun. Just one of those things, if you got an extra Iron Man laying around, you can kind of beef him up in the back of the Hall of Armors. Just kind of fun. And the reds don't terribly look too horribly bad apart, but this is definitely a lighter red than like the legs, but definitely kind of fun, kind of goofy, and he still holds the articulation, which is really, really nice. So taking a closer look at the figure without the add-on armor, again, I like the sculpt. It's a different Iron Man than I've got with my Marvel Legends sets, which I do appreciate. I like the pointed mask, the no mouth, the arc reactor looks cool, the gray bits. The armor is, it's very sleek, but it looks good. It does have some detail as far as, the sculpt work. So we do have a lot of lines around it, so it gives it that kind of plating look, and I appreciate that. Most of it's red plastic. We do have the gold painted on the arms themselves and on the face, and the kind of light blue and the dark gray in the midsection there. The eyes look good. Overall, I think they did a good job with this sculpt. So taking a look at the midsection of the figure, again, I like the pulse bits on the hands. I think that looks cool. He's got them on the inside and outside, which is nice. All the gold on the arms and the legs, the gray bits in the middle. Just a really cool looking design. The paint apps are pretty clean. Definitely digging that. Even got some gray around the light blue there on the hand. Very, very nice. The back is pretty much all red, but again, the sculpted detail looks good. Taking a look at the legs of the figure, again, not a lot going on the lower legs. We do have the gold on the upper legs. We've got gold on his toes, which look really nice. The sculpt work looks good. I think the knees look nice, and he does have gray paint underneath the boots and detail, which is very cool and surprising for this class of figure. So taking a closer look at the figure with all the add-on armor, again, I like the sculpt. The head is a little awkward because there's no motion there. It kind of has that diver, old school diver bell, dumbbell look to it, but it's got nice paint apps. I like how you can see the arc through the upper armor bits. The upper armor plates look really nice. I love the backpack it has on there. The gold comes all the way around the back of the head. They didn't skimp out anything there. Again, the backpack looks nice. He's got those little thrusters on there. Very cool. All the detail. Very nice. Very cool. The red plastic matches perfectly with the figure, which sometimes the rubberish vinyl and the plastic doesn't mesh. This does well. The gold bits on his waist there, or midsection, looks good. The eyes look good. Overall, impressive. So taking a look at the midsection of the figure, again, I like the arc points on the elbows there. That looks good. The gold, all the sculpt work on the arms, very nice. The only thing missing really is the fact there's no midsection piece around his waist. I think that's where if they had an extra bit to put over the top of the legs, I think that would have worked better for it. The other issue that people might have is there's gap issues on the back of the arms and legs, and that's to get the arms and legs in there. I don't have an issue with it. They don't fall off of the figure very well. So, I mean, they stick pretty good. A kid's going to have fun with it, and it's definitely a great play gimmick. Finally, taking a look at the bottom of the feet, I love the great big bulky feet. The gray treads underneath the armor looks nice. The gold just under the kneecaps look good. I like the Gatling gun that he's got on his right arm. I think that looks awesome. Again, it's functional. It looks cool. And kids are going to love it. The only drawback, again, you get the gap issues with the back of the legs, but that's to get the legs in there. I think it works perfectly fine, and I've seen a lot worse on Transformer figures, so definitely not bad at all. So is the Avengers animated series Iron Man with armor something that you want in your Marvel collection? Well, if you're an Iron Man completist, then yeah, you're probably going to want to pick it up. If you like cool Iron Man figures with fun play gimmicks, you're going to like this. If you're looking to add additional armors in your Hall of Armors for an Iron Man collection, this would be something to pick up. If you've got a kid that likes Iron Man, they're going to love this figure. It's got great play factor to it. The sculpt looks pretty good. It amazes me, the articulation for the price point and who this is targeted to. Again, it's $14.99 at retail, and it's $5 cheaper than a Marvel Legends, and it's about the same price as a Transformer. And to be honest, I've had a lot more fun with this figure than I've had with a lot of Transformers in the past few weeks. So definitely a plus A rating in my book. If you see it, I'd advise picking up. It's fun. And again, you can take the armor and put it on the Marvel Legend Iron Man if you so wanted to, and just make a different look on your display. So there he is, the Avengers animated series Iron Man with armor. Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you like this video, thumbs it up. If you hate this video, thumbs it down. To watch more Ultra Maximus, click on the links to the right. Don't forget to subscribe and share, like us on Facebook, and look for more videos in the future.